Today we're going to have a look at one sutta on the topic is themes. And so this sutta, Anguttara Nikaya, Book of Fives, it talks about 5 themes. 5 themes which are beneficial for man or woman, one gone forth, or householders. So we'll go through each theme in turn. And the first theme is a recollection of our own susceptibility to illness, that I am of the nature to get ill, to get sick, to encounter disease in one form or another, that we are not exempt from this, that we are not free from this. And when one recollects so, it encourages us to abandon unwholesome, evil, bad conduct. So all of these themes are centered upon ways in which we can steer our behavior and abandon what is unwholesome. And what is the disease and illness that we're susceptible to? Various kinds of eye disease, ear disease, skin disease. And there's one sutta in Anguttara Nikaya 1060, Girimananda Sutta, where the Buddha sends Ananda to give instructions to Girimananda. And he even talks about things such as thirst, having to defecate and urinate, all of these ailments that we encounter in the body that give us discomfort. Well, this is called illness. And due to the fact that we've been born, that we've come into this world, and that this body is based and sustained by various conditions, we also encounter different kinds of illness. The second theme is, I am of the nature to age. I have not gone beyond aging. I am not free from aging. And year by year, this gets more and more real for me. I remember when I first turned 21 and I said, okay, 21 forever. I knew it was a joke, but this idea that I could sustain this primeness of life forever. And now in the past couple of years, more hip aches, more back aches, kind of my ankle hurts here and there, gray hairs popping up. And so the reality of age becomes more and more real. And as with the first one, that when we recollect that we are subject to illness, we can actively ward against or push off this intoxication with health, that forever we're going to be healthy and that we'll never come into sickness. And here with aging, this intoxication with youth and the folly of youth and how we perhaps behave unskillfully, thinking that we'll always have more time to make up for our foolishness when we were younger. The next theme is in regard to death, that I am of the nature to die. I have not gone beyond dying. In fact, it is the unavoidable, inevitable result. It's the culmination of this life. It's the end point, that at some moment, from various conditions, from illness, or from being murdered, or from having an accident, or from simply passing away in our own beds, finally expiring. It's the ideal one, passing away peacefully. But this is the reality of our lives. And when we reflect upon our illness, upon our aging, and upon our inevitable death, and this can steer our behavior and our conduct to more wholesome ways, because each and every action, each and every thought, and each and every word becomes more meaningful and more powerful from a sense of karma, that how we act and behave in this life has a result on future lives. While we were walking here through the cemetery, I saw a sight. It was a It was a goat. I believe the Indian temple over there has a big herd of goats. But this goat seems to have been gotten to by the dogs. So it was just in the middle of the road, fur everywhere. And then I just stopped and I started to stare and observe this dog, and then, or the goat, and another dog comes up and just starts to gnaw at it and eat at it. And I was just thinking, well, how unfortunate is this world? How strange is this world? We come into it, we live for a while, and after we pass away, other beings consume our own bodies. So it was good Marananusati, first dose in the morning. The fourth theme is all that is mine, beloved and pleasing, all that is agreeable to me, it will become otherwise. It will become separated and distant from me. So all of our friends, family, our possessions, our loved ones, even pleasant experiences themselves, will at some point lose touch with them. Family and friends will pass away or move somewhere else. Pleasant feelings and experiences fade away. We cannot hold anything or anyone forever. And so this brings to mind a quote from the Dhammapada, that there are those who realize that one day we all must die, we all must pass away. But those who do realize this, they settle their quarrels. They're not fighting amongst each other, because there's really no time for that. And lastly, it's a recollection on karma, that we are the owners of our karma, heirs to our karma, born from our karma. We have karma as our relative, karma as our support. And whatever karma that we do in this life, whether wholesome or unwholesome, good or bad, evil or beneficial, of this we will be the heir to it. Almost as if we do many good things, many wholesome things, as if our father or parents have left us behind a good fortune or a kingdom, in the next life we will receive that, whether in this world or in the heavenly world. Well, at the same time, if we do unwholesome things, unskillful things, will we leave behind only ruin, a destroyed kingdom, poverty for ourselves in the future. So this is something I hear many people say, that why should I care if I die? It won't be me in the next life. Well, in the same way that in this life, if you amass a great amount of wealth and you left it behind for your children, that they would have benefit in it, they would delight in it, they would have an easier life because of that. Well, in the same way, we do this for ourselves in the future. If you put pollutants or oil or gas, nasty things in fresh water, and it flows down the stream, well, somebody will also drink from that water and experience the poison, the pollution from it. And so the Buddha prescribes these 5 themes for lay practitioners and householders, but also for monastics alike. And that when we reflect upon these themes and think upon these themes, that it gives real reality to our actions and our thoughts and our speech. And ultimately it helps us to abandon the fetters, to relinquish the defilements. Those are the 5 themes I would like to share with you today.